Imagine this. You're going about your workday. Everything seems normal, but there's an unsettling feeling in the air. You can't quite put your finger on it, but something isn't right. This could be the subtle signs of quiet layoffs creeping into your workplace. It's a trend that's gaining traction, and it's not as obvious as it sounds. But here's where it gets controversial. While some might see it as a clever way for companies to downsize without the drama, others view it as a sneaky and unethical tactic. So what exactly are quiet layoffs, and how can you spot them? Let's dive in. The job market is tough, and it's no secret that many people are feeling the pinch. From ghost jobs to replacing employees with lower-paid workers, companies are finding creative ways to cut costs. Now there's a new trend on the rise: quiet layoff. This isn't about dramatic layoff announcements or mass firings. Instead, it's a series of small, often unnoticed changes that gradually make your job unbearable, nudging you towards quitting. Research from CareerMinds has highlighted this growing trend. So what are quiet layoffs? They're a series of incremental changes that, when combined, create an environment so unpleasant that you feel compelled to leave. This way, companies avoid the legal hassles, severance packages, and bad PR that come with traditional layoffs. Quiet layoffs are rarely labeled as such, but they're deeply disruptive, says Raymond Lee, president at CareerMinds. They often create a culture of fear and instability, and ultimately harm morale, productivity, and brand reputation. But how can you tell if you're being subtly pushed out? Lee and his team have identified 6 key signs that indicate your job might be on the chopping block. 1. Sudden shifts in workload. If you notice your tasks being reassigned or your schedule suddenly clearing up, it's a red flag. Employers might reduce your responsibilities to make you feel redundant, or conversely, overload you with work to push you to quit. This could be a sign that your role is being phased out, and the company doesn't plan to refill it. 2. Promotion and raise freezes. If career advancement suddenly stalls, it's a bad omen. When annual raises, bonuses, or promotions are put on hold indefinitely, especially without a clear explanation, it's a sign that something is amiss. This could be a tactic to make you feel undervalued and encourage you to leave. 3. Exclusion from meetings or communications. If you're suddenly left out of key decisions, strategic discussions, or team planning sessions, it might be intentional. This exclusion can diminish your ability to influence or contribute to your team, effectively phasing you out. 4. Sudden increase in performance improvement plans. PIPs. If you see a lot of your colleagues getting PIPs all of a sudden, it's likely not a coincidence. PIPs can be used to establish a paper trail to justify letting someone go or to push back against claims of a hostile work environment. If high performers are put on PIPs, it's a strong red flag that the company is trying to push people out. 5. Reluctance to backfill roles. Backfilling is the process of